Hey everyone, this is Robert Ritua, a real estate agent with Better Life brokered by eXp Realty. In this special video series, I'm going to go over with you strategies on real estate investing and even for sellers and buyers for real estate. So let's get right to it. In this video series, I'm going to talk about where's the deal, right? I know it's close to Thanksgiving and Black Friday is coming around. People are looking for a good deal, right? You're looking for shop for the best prices at the best deals. In real estate, same thing. If you're looking to invest, even buy, sell real estate. In this video, I'm also going to cover with you some real estate investing 101. Now, for you real estate agents, this is also some great information for you because as real estate agents, including myself, we also looking for opportunities out there. Where's the deals? Where's the opportunities? Now, you may have seen news reports. Oh, nobody's buying right now, nobody's selling right now because of the market, because of the, interest rates is up and all those things. I'm here to show you, even for real estate agents out there, there's leads out there. There are people out there needing to buy or sell real estate. Let me repeat that again. There's people out there they need to buy or sell real estate. There's a difference between wanting to sell or wanting to buy versus needing to buy and needing to sell. And this is where I'm going to talk to you about there's opportunities out there even in this market. For real estate investing, I'm going to also show you why best time to invest is in any market. The real estate investing strategies I'm going to also mention here is where you can invest regardless of any market conditions. It could be when the market's down, when the market's up, when the market's sideways. If you're going to a recession, even with their interest rates out there, there's other ways to invest in real estate. And in this video series, especially for those home sellers or even renters, if you're looking to rent your home or you're looking to sell your home, I'm going to show you how you can get overvalue for your home guaranteed. As your real estate agent guide, I'm going to share with you options that you can take a look at. These investing strategies I'm going to mention to you can be applied if you're a real estate agent, if you're an investor, or if you're buying real estate, or if you're selling or renting your home. So let's get right to it. Now, I'd like to do a disclaimer here. The contents of this video, along with its posts, are for educational purposes only and should not be construed as financial or legal advice. You should consult with your financial or legal professional for your financial and legal questions and matters. Does this house look distressed to you? Before I share some of the fundamentals to real estate investing, let me go over a couple of investing strategies. That way you can recognize where the opportunity is. Is this an opportunity? Listed here are some of the real estate investing strategies I call the Toolbox Guide to Real Estate Investing. Now, in this video, I'm going to briefly go over a summary of some of these investing strategies, and later on in the video series, I'll go over more in detail about each one of these. Now, in wholesale investing, in real estate, wholesaling is a strategy that involves finding a security discounted property under contract and then selling those contracts to other investors for a profit. Wholesalers don't actually purchase the property themselves. Instead, they act like the middle person, connecting the motivated seller with a buyer. Now, generally, here's how it works. Wholesalers find a discounted property. They negotiate with the home seller. The contract typically includes a contingency period during which the wholesaler can find a buyer for the property. Now, these wholesalers do market the property, and when they do get a buyer, upon securing a buyer, the wholesaler assigns the purchase contract to the buyer, transferring the rights and obligations under the contract. So basically, these wholesalers are flipping the contract, not flipping the property, they're flipping the contract. Now, just kind of keep in mind, depending on your state, will allows wholesaling. So just kind of check with your state. Now, some of you may be already familiar with this strategy, the fix and flip strategy or rehab. So if you're familiar with this strategy, basically you're purchasing the property, you're fixing it up, then selling it back out again, fix and flip. Now, here's another investing strategy you may be familiar with. You're buying, holding, and renting the property out, either long-term or short-term. Long-term the traditional rental. You're leasing someone out to maybe a year at lease, 2-year lease, 3-year lease, or it could be short-term rental. Say, for example, if you're familiar with the Airbnb short-term rental model. Now, this particular strategy, you're looking for profit through cash flow. Every month, you're getting cash flow from these properties. Well, hopefully, depending on your uh, investing strategy and model, if you're cash flowing from the property itself. Now, for the wholesaling and the fix and flip, you're looking for profit through capital gains. Basically, a one-time dish, profit. Cash flow, you're getting cash flow from these properties every month. Now, these investing strategies, creative finance strategies, you may not be familiar with this. So I'm going to go over each one of these briefly, but a little bit more in detail. That way you can understand how creative financing can be involved in real estate investing. Now, one of the strategies in the creative finance is the seller finance and seller carry. So if you're familiar with this, basically if you're a homeowner, you own your home outright. That means you already made all your payments, you own your home outright. Now, if you plan to sell this home, you can also become the bank. Basically, you're financing the buyer. You're providing a loan to the buyer to purchase your home. So you become the bank. That's how you can profit under this model. Now, these investing strategies can be combined. So remember, I talked about the rental, long-term rental, short-term rental, and all those. You can also combine these with this strategy in creative finance, lease option or lease purchase. Some of you may be familiar with rent to own, but that's a different strategy altogether, because I'm just going to use lease option and lease purchase because there's the terminology, and depending on your state, the terminology. So say, for example, on the lease option is a contract that gives the tenant the right but not the obligation to purchase the property at a predetermined price within a specified period of time. So just kind of remember that. In exchange for this option, the tenant typically pays an option fee to the landlord. This option fee is usually non-refundable even if the tenant does not decide to purchase the whole property. So that's lease option. Now, lease purchase, or some places they call it lease to own agreement, and this is where you may be synonymous to rent to own. A lease to own or lease to agreement or lease purchase, also known as a rent to own agreement, is a contract the obligation. Now this is where the tenant has the obligation to purchase the property at the end of the lease term. The tenant typically pays a higher monthly rent compared to a traditional lease, and a portion of that rent is applied towards the down payment for the property. So just kind of keep that in mind. And now, here's something you may be familiar with. You may not recognize the terminology, but you may be familiar with subject to. Now, in subject to, basically you're investing. Basically, you're taking over the seller's existing payments on the property. So this means that the buyer does not need to obtain any new mortgage from a lender. Instead, basically, the buyer assumes the homeowner's existing mortgage and makes payments directly to the homeowner's mortgage lender. So that's basically the principle to subject to. Again, we're going to do more videos on it, but it's one of the creative financing ways to obtain real estate. Now, another creative financing method to use in real estate investing that you can do to acquire real estate is the wrap or all-inclusive deed. So if you're not familiar with that, basically, I'm just going to give you the basics again for this video. A wraparound mortgage, also known as the all-inclusive deed of trust, is a type of secondary financing that allows a seller to finance a portion of the purchase price of a property. So basically, in a wraparound mortgage, the seller takes a junior mortgage of the property, which wraps around the existing first mortgage. So the buyer then makes payments to the seller, who is responsible for making payments of the first mortgage lender. So does it make sense? Basically the homeowner, the seller, is financing the property, and the buyer just makes payments to the seller. So again, I'm going to discuss more in detail in the later videos, but again, this video we're just going to touch upon the basics, but this is one of the strategies to acquire real estate. And finally, last but certainly not least, under the creative financing, one of the strategies here is the contract for deed or land contract agreement. So basically, again, I'm just gonna cover the basics here. So in real estate investing, a contract for deed is also known as a land contract. So if you're familiar with that, it's an installment land contract. So basically, it's an agreement between the buyer and seller to purchase real estate. So in a contract for deed, the buyer takes possession of the property immediately and begins making payments to the seller. So just gotta keep in mind, to the seller, but the seller does not transfer legal title to the property until the buyer has made all of the agreed upon payments. Okay, everyone got that? So basically, general framework of how this works, the buyer and seller agrees to a purchase price, down payment, and monthly payment amount. The buyer takes possession of the property and begins making monthly payments to the seller. The seller retains legal title to the property until the buyer has made all the agreed upon payments. So once the buyer has made all the payments, the seller delivers the deed to the buyer, and the buyer officially becomes the owner of the property. Does it make sense? So as you can see here, again, if you're looking at it this way, it's almost similar where seller financing, where the seller is actually you're being the bank. So again, I'll cover these more in detail in later videos, but this is just the general idea in this video to hopefully you get an understanding of the strategies that people use investing in real estate. So this is just an overview of some of the strategies to real estate investing. How do you acquire real estate? Again, wholesaling, fix and flip, rental, and creative financing. Again, there's a lot of things you can do, especially in creative financing, or you can do a combination of these. Say, for example, if you're a wholesaler, maybe you can actually do a wholesale property, then a rental, or you can actually do a rental with creative financing, say, for example, lease option, or you can do fix and flip, along with doing creative financing that way too. So again, you can do a combination of these as well in real estate investing. But this is just a general guideline in this video, giving you a framework to understanding how you can invest in real estate with using some of these strategies. So where's the deal, you say? So as your real estate investing guide and a real estate investing specialist, my job is also to help you find the deals. Where's the opportunities? Now, the one I'm going to mention here is the fundamental of real estate. Doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent or you're looking to invest in real estate. This is the fundamental where you'll start realizing the deals is always out there. There's always opportunities out there regardless of the market. So where's the deal if you're looking for? Remember I mentioned to you earlier in this video, I said, hey, there's always a deal somewhere and I'll help you find it. Like I said, Black Friday sale is every day, even in real estate. So I'm going to show you where's the deals. Now, to give you an understanding why I'm telling you there's always a deal somewhere out there, I'm going to go over the 3 fundamentals to investing in real estate. So pay attention, because this is where you're going to be a gold mine to where you can find deals. Remember earlier in this video, I asked you if this house was distressed? Now, this house is in disrepair. Now, here's a question. Do you see a deal? Maybe, maybe not. Now, this homeowner is distressed. Now, do you see a deal? Maybe, maybe not. Now, here's the first fundamental in real estate investing. No matter what, in any market, again, let me reemphasize this. In any market, there will always be a need to buy or sell real estate. Perhaps you're looking to right-size your home because you're expecting a newborn, raising your kids, or having your elderly parents or grandparents move in with you. Now, you may have a child graduating from high school, leaving your home, going to college, or your adult children getting married, starting a new family. There's some people out there maybe going through a divorce, or looking forward to retirement, or again, moving to assisted living or a nursing home. Or there are some people out there who lost their jobs, or they were laid off from a job, or got a new job, need to relocate. And regardless of the market's doing, there are some people out there that may have difficult time making payments on their bills, maybe also considering or filing for bankruptcy, or having problems paying their mortgage, or even going in foreclosure. Now, I'd like to share with you my screen As you can see here, this is Las Vegas. Since I'm a real estate agent here in Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm going to be searching for a residential sale, building type single family homes, and the distressed deals. As you can see here listed, list pendants, notice of default, notice of foreclosure sale, and notice of trustee sale. So if I apply, and the date I'm searching for this video is November 15th, 2023. So when I do the search, as you can see here, there's opportunities even in today's market. There's people in those financial situations having problems making payments on their mortgage. Some is in default, going through the foreclosure process, or some is even in the trustee sale. So if you're looking to buy a home, invest in a home, let me know. I'm a real estate agent here in Las Vegas, Nevada, or I'm also an investor. Perhaps we can partner up on some deals. Contact me for more information. Also, if you're a homeowner in these situations, I'm a real estate agent that can also provide you with options. See how you can turn your home into a higher income producing asset. Or consider other alternatives. So let me know, give me a call. So just remember fundamental number one. There will always be someone needing to buy and sell real estate, because in any market, there will always be someone who is distressed. Perhaps, again, change in household size, where you probably need to sell your home to either downsize or right size. You're going through a birth of a child, living with elderly parents, grandparents, adult children moving out, going through the divorce, death of a family member. Or how about financial circumstances? Perhaps you lost your job or got a job but need to relocate. You're retiring or going through foreclosure, bankruptcy. Or how about health issues? You're thinking of selling your home, moving into senior living or assisted living or nursing home. Now, going more in depth about where's the deal. Here's the second fundamental to real estate investing. There may be an opportunity for a deal if there's distress motivated flexibility. We call this acronym DMF, distress motivated flexibility. Remember this house that's in this repair? Now, is there an opportunity for a deal if there's only motivated? Now, if the homeowner is only motivated to sell their home as is, say for example with that house in this repair, as is, but they're not willing to negotiate in terms, they want to get top dollar for their home, they're probably going to most likely look for an agent such as myself to help them list the property for sale. Now, is there an opportunity for a deal if there's motivated and flexibility? Now, what if the seller wanted to sell their home, but hey, I'm flexible, I can do terms. Remember that creative financing I talked to you about? Maybe the seller is willing to do seller finance. There may be a deal somewhere there. Now, there may be a higher probability for an opportunity for a deal if there's distress, motivated, and flexibility, all three. So say, for example, a homeowner have hard time making payments, lost their jobs, applied for a job, but they need to relocate to another state in 30 days. So they got 30 days to sell their home. So there might be highly motivated, and they may be flexible with their terms, and they're clearly distressed because they need to sell their home in 30 days to move to a different state to start a new job. And fundamental number three, if you notice by now, the deal is not in the property. The deal is in the relationship. Remember, the homeowner is maybe distressed, motivated, and flexible. And you need to offer the solutions to the distressed homeowner problems. So once you can meet their needs and offer a solution to their problems, that's where the deal happens. It's in the relationship, folks. Now, putting it all together, remember that real estate investing strategies I mentioned earlier? So just remember, I know people are saying, well, it's all about the numbers. It's not really all about the numbers, because depending if you can get a discount in the wholesale, fix and flip, rental, or even in creative financing, it's all going to be predicated on how you can help the distressed homeowner. Because if you can help the distressed owner out and you can develop that relationship, that opportunity may turn to a deal. Now, here's an opportunity because I'm a real estate investing specialist and investor partnered with NextGen REI. We're just letting you know we are looking to partner with homeowners nationwide, not just here in Las Vegas, Nevada, looking to maximize investment properties and helping our community so you can bring Beyond Living to your community. Beyond Living is a nonprofit organization taking the concept of shared housing to a new level through our integrated housing and vocational training program. Instead of just providing a place to live, Beyond Living requires participants to integrate real-life skills training and development into daily living. With the vocational training program segmented into three primary focus areas, participants develop business skills through internship projects arranged by Beyond Living through its business partners. These real-life projects will enable participants to become marketable in today's workforce and possibly even lead to direct employment from partner companies. Now, there are so many groups that are in need of not just housing, but a new place to start again and integrate into the work society. So the primary groups we serve are those that are in the verge of homelessness, especially underprivileged young adults, 18 to 26, including but not limited to those aging out of the foster care. Sadly, 20% of those that age out of the foster care end up homeless, and 70% of those incarcerated within 2 years. We believe helping our young adults prevents the future impact that results from lack of employable skills and homelessness. However, the model is robust enough to serve other communities in need, such as veterans, victims of human trafficking and domestic violence, those impacted by financial loss, recovering from addiction, looking to be more present in their children's lives and families, and more. The goal is that through sponsorships from businesses, private funders, and government resources, our program participants can progress through the program with no cost to them as long as they meet eligibility requirements. Now, contact me to learn more, or you can also visit beyondliving.org to learn more and get more information. But imagine building wealth while you can build wealth for your community as well. Reach out to us, learn more how you can bring Beyond Living to your community. Now, I hope you got a lot of content in this video. So if you like this video, please show me some love. Click on the like button and share. Later on in this video series, I'm also gonna be talking about more in detail about this real estate investing side and even other real estate investing strategies. So don't forget to click the subscribe button, that way you don't miss important videos and updates. And I'd like to hear from you. What do you want out of these videos? What do you want me to cover? Please make sure you comment below. And take care for now. Let's go look for deals, folks. Let's go look for deals, folks. Level up, live it up.